What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, we're talking the weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all already know, man, I started the series off at the beginning of 2023, and here we are. This should be week 187 to the best of my knowledge, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Like I said, I started these off in 2023, and here we are, man. Pretty much, I drop one of these every week, so pretty much if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section and it's free to sign up. Where of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already talking about it in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug. So enough rambling, let's just go and get right into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, anything's off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So Saturday, kid was in a chop shop, plus I was well overdue for a retwist, and probably by the time I dropped this video, definitely time for another shape up. But anyway, Saturday, pretty much the kid stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 4, and these are the breads, but these are the reimagined, right? Okay, now I remember a lot of people did not like these at first, but I actually like these a little bit more than the actual OG joints. I think the last one we had was back in 2019, and then we got these not too long ago. I want to say like, what, last year or year before last. Arguably one of my favorites in my collection, and this soft leather, to be honest, not only super fresh and that red lace makes it pop, but also super comfortable too. It didn't even take no time to really break these joints in. So these was like really not that hard to cop. So yeah, this was my Saturday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. Yeah, definitely. Nike swoosh on the back of these guys, you really can't go wrong with it, right? Okay, so pretty much Sunday, y'all know that's pretty much my chill day where, you know, I prep throughout the week, but also just, you know, communicate and talk with family. Just kind of reset for the week and get my mind right, man. Because, you know, through the week, man, I don't know about you guys, but it always feels like I have something to do. But anyway, pretty much, you know, I got my old faithfuls by the door. Don't mean I necessarily went anywhere on Sunday if I'm mistaken. No, I'm pretty sure I just rested and talked to family. Probably fell halfway to sleep too, talking to them as well. Just because we just be chilling and relaxing, man. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe. Yeezy Slide, pure. And yes, these joints are some beaters. And I do have other ones. But you know what? These right now, I'm wearing them till the wheels fall off and the comfortability is there. And one thing about the foam, it definitely has foam to my feet. So that's probably why I don't really just want to let them go. And then probably I am breaking in another pair slowly but surely, but I usually wear those more so when I'm traveling. But this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure. Cool, now we're gonna move on to Monday, right back at a work, full-time job. You know, like I told you guys, I prep for the week, so that's what I kind of do, you know. Anyway, Monday, right back to work. We stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 4, which I already know what this week is about, man. Now, this joint right here, not too many people actually was going crazy about these guys. Now, they did do 4 different colorways for these. Now, they did do the 3s, and then they did that looks the same. And then if you look at the Air Jordan 1s, those were slightly different, and the Air Jordan 11s slightly different. But you know what? Arguably one of my favorites in my collection. Now I have seen, and then we got that peel off, like I guess you can say off the tongue right here. Now I have seen some people actually selling these pairs. You know, they actually cop these joints, and now they're not really feeling them. Me, I'm actually still feeling my guys. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives me like a top 3 vibe. But, you know, still not a bad shoe overall. Something that I don't regret buying. And y'all know me. I usually keep majority, if not all, my sneakers. And if I do sell it, usually, you know, it's because I got the same pair over again. Just getting a fresh pair. But anyway, this was my Air Jordan 4. And I think the name really can't come to me right now. It usually comes to me in editing, but I'll put it off the screen. But yeah, this was my Monday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4. Cool. Now we're gonna move right on to Tuesday, right back at work. You know the kid work a full-time job, and yeah, it's 4 weeks for the kid. Now these I do remember the name for, and it's the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. Arguably because I know for a fact these are one of my favorites in my collection. Even though my favorite color is red, these right here is just one of those timeless classic sneakers. And I like how they do like that OG cut and bring a lot of shoes back with the OG cut, and the comfortability on all the fours lately have been there. Now, like I said, blue is not necessarily my favorite, but this military blue, I know a lot of people was comparing it to the previous one. It don't look like the same, but I'm like, actually, I don't see what you guys are talking about. It could be slightly off, but overall, I mean, I'm getting good wear out of mine and I don't regret it at all. So yeah, this was definitely my Tuesday shoe, Air Jordan 4 military blue. Cool, now we're gonna move on to Wednesday, a shoe that I missed out on in 2020, and so when it dropped again, you know, the kid was not about to miss out. And yeah, I was very happy that I actually got it this time, and actually I feel like even better. And we're talking the Air Jordan 4 Black Cats. Now, the only difference between the 2020 pair that I had in my hand that I did not cop was this one has that Nike logo on the back, and the other ones had the Jumpman logo on the back. So to be honest, really don't feel like I really missed out too much. I feel like the other ones were a little bit more plasticky. I feel like they took a little bit more time to put the more overall suede hit on these guys right here. So y'all know me, shoestrings, loosey-goosey as always. So yeah, this I feel like is the perfect like Wednesday shoe, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, yeah. All black shoe, can you really go wrong with it? And y'all know why they call them the Black Cats, because that's one of many of Michael Jordan's nicknames, right? So this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4 Black Cat. Cool, now I'm gonna move on to Thursday, a shoe that I feel like this is where they tried to throw the Nike swoosh on it just to see if we were all gonna fall for it. And some of us did, but then we also showed them over time like, hey, we're not as slow as you think we are, Jordan Brand and Nike. But anyway, on Thursday, kid stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 4 Cave Stone, right? Arguably, you know what? This shoe, I feel like is like that poor man Travis Scott like hit that we all been saying. But to be honest, man, it's not a bad shoe. Something that I probably should normally wear during fall/winter time. But you know what? I decided to bring these out during like spring/summer. I feel like why not? I mean, I feel like this colorway, I feel like you can wear it with almost any fit because it just seems a little bit more versatile. It's not like a true brown, but you know, it's not all the way like, I guess you can say like that topaz or whatever you want to call these joints right here. But overall, super comfortable, and I do like the laces. Y'all know I wear them loosey-goosey on my fours. 9 times out of 10, unless the shoestrings are just extremely long. So this was my Thursday shoe, was an Air Jordan 4 Cave Stone. Cool, now I'm gonna move on to Friday. One to close out strong, a shoe that took me forever to get, and I don't wear enough, but I do wear it because I don't want it to fall apart because the kid really came off the hip for these guys. Something that I would do my very best to repair if that ever happened, which I pray it never does. But anyway, Friday, right back into work, and I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 4 Cause, right? Okay, inside leather on this joint right here, man. One of my favorites, as you can see, the wings is kind of like flopping because it's been sitting up in there real quick. But to be honest, y'all know I wear my wings always open. I've done a relace on these joints, and it's a little bit wider than the rest. I don't know if it's gonna show the design on these joints right here, but overall, I love the shoe, logo on the back, and all over a great shoe. Can you really go wrong with it? So yeah, want to bring it out. I try my very best to check the weather when wearing these guys, because this joint, I know for a fact, it's something you don't want to get wet and something that you just want to keep up with, man. I feel like this was a straight good design right here. And yeah, it's got that glow in the dark feature that's probably not going to show unless I cut the lights off, but I can actually see it already building right now. So probably when I get ready to cut it off to do the on feet, you will see maybe a little bit of glow in the dark, but maybe not really, depending on the lighting situation. But this was my Friday shoe, was an Air Jordan 4 Cause. Cool, man. So pretty much that completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.